Hi everybody, welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with my rant stroke thought of the day, and it's all about some clubs and countries sniffing around two key Newcastle United members of the new takeover, of the new revolution of Newcastle United. Key guys that have been responsible for the success that we've enjoyed in the 18 months. We're going to get stuck right into this. Let's start with this steaming dumpster pile of shite that is Manchester United. That's right. If you didn't know already, Manchester United fans are still crying into the little glory Man United treble win in 1999 cups about how the takeover has gone tits up. That's right. The Qatari takeover has gone in the toilet because 6 and a bit billion isn't enough for the greedy Glazers to break bread and do a deal. So Jim Ratcliffe has now bought 25% of the club. The Glazers are still there in the 75% stake. Man United fans are fucking livid. They don't know what's going to go on. But Sir Jim Ratcliffe is looking to get things done behind the scenes, and I think one of those things is going to be getting rid of the director of football. I think it's John Murtough and Richard Arnold. No, not the guy from Good Morning Britain, the other guy, because they see serious failings behind the scenes of recruitment and everything else with Manchester United. And apparently, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is a big fan of our very own Dan Ashworth, but Newcastle will rebuff any offers for Dan Ashworth from Manchester United. And apparently reported that Dan Ashworth is very happy at Newcastle United and obviously enjoying the project. Now, just to get into this, right, Dan Ashworth is a very clever individual, there's no doubt about that. Now, some fans have maybe questioned some of the recruitment in terms of, the six and the centre-half and all that kind of stuff, but he's done a great job. He's recruited really well behind the scenes. There's no doubt he's got an eye for a player. Look what he did at Brighton and everything else as well. And he's a real key member, I think, of this Newcastle United hierarchy moving forward. But for Dan Ashworth individually, why the fuck would he want to leave arguably the most exciting project in the world of football right now to go to that steaming dumpster fire as Manchester United? That is an absolute shit show. That is going to need so much work over the next few years. They are years away from challenging for the title. Fuck it, years away. Everybody thought they were going to do it, they finished third last season, obviously won the Carabao Cup. Ten Hag will get loads of praise the way he handled the Ronaldo incident, but look at the state of it. It's an absolute shambles. Greenwood, Sancho, Anthony, the players that they've signed, they can't get anything right by the looks of it. So that is a monumental job for somebody to go in and fix it. And I'm sure Dan Ashworth likes a challenge, but why in God's name would he leave Newcastle United to go there? I think that's a complete non-starter. I don't think Newcastle United will be worried at all. I'm sure Dan Ashworth's had reassurances from the owners that he is a massive, vital, integral cog in this machine where we're going in the next few years. So I think Manchester United will turn their attention elsewhere. It's probably just one of those stories implanted by journalists that Sir Jim Ratcliffe has kind of contacted and put that out there just to see if it rattles Dan Ashworth and maybe makes him talk to him or pick up a phone or drop him an email or something like that. Same thing happens with players, to be fair, so it doesn't surprise me. But I cannot see Dan Ashworth going to that steaming massive pile of shite in the Northwest. Not even the biggest club in Manchester anymore. Yeah, enjoy that one. Moving on to the next one. And it's our very own Eddie Howe. Sir Edward of Howe, the man who walks on water, the man that takes rough stones and turns them into diamonds of players. Yeah, Sir Eddie Howe, I'm just going to knight him anyway, fuck it, he's knighted. Sir Eddie Howe is apparently a serious contender in the FA to take over from Gareth Southgate. So that's come out there on social media now. I think it's in a few news outlets as well, that Gareth Southgate's contract is up at the end of 2024. I think there has been talk about him leaving, and obviously they're lining up the replacement for the England job. Now, I've got no doubt in my mind that in his career, Eddie Howe will be the England manager one day, but I don't think that will be now. People need to remember this. When Gareth Southgate got the job, Gareth Southgate had bombed at club management, right? He'd had a mayor at Middlesbrough, and he went into the under-21s, and the England job at that particular time has always been a poison chalice, but it was a ridiculously poisoned chalice, which is why the under-21s manager was legged up to take it, and he did such a good job that he's been stuck in the job. But I think, as anything, you outstay your welcome as the England manager. I think Southgate has made some questionable decisions, certainly on the squad selection. It has brought a few unwanted attention, I think, to the England camp and the FA and everything else. But he's had a great record in tournaments, so it is a tough job for anybody to follow him in through the door. My money is on Graham Potter for that one. I think that's the reason Graham Potter isn't taking any club jobs that are coming his way. He could quite easily walk into a mid-table Premier League side, maybe even a side in La Liga or something like that. He managed abroad, didn't he? He knocked back the Rangers job, which could have been a real good career back on track type job for him, to play European football, to go for title challenges and all that kind of stuff. But he didn't want it because I think Potter is waiting for the England job, and I think Graham Potter will be the next England manager, not Eddie Howe. I think Eddie Howe will save that job for later on in his career, and hopefully he's had a massively long dynasty at Newcastle United, winning trophy after trophy and getting this club back into the higher echelons of European and world football. So I don't see that one happening anytime soon as well, so I'm not massively concerned, but it may get Eddie a new contract with much better money. So good luck to you, Eddie. Good luck to you on that one. But that's my thoughts on those 2 points. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below about that, about Ashworth, and about how, do you think I'm right? Do you think they're going to stay here? Or do you think possibly the head could be turned by huge clubs like Manchester United and obviously the England job as well? We always like to hear from you. Drop us a comment, like and subscribe if you can. If you fancy being a member, it's less than £2 a month. The options are just down there. Click whichever one you want to click. We'd love to have you on board in this ever more community. It's growing every single week and month. Premier League is back this weekend. Hoorah, we hate international football. Have a cracking day wherever you are, everyone, and we'll see you later. Cheers, bye.